Donald Trump is actually joining us on the phone right now. Mr. Trump, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I know it's taken you 17 months. It's been a long odyssey for you. As you cast your vote today, have you decided who you're going to vote on? Who are you going to vote for?
I've really worked on this hard, but I haven't made that final decision yet.
Yeah, and?
I've decided to vote for Trump.
Right. What is going through your mind right now? Out of everything you've accomplished, you've been through in your life, you've been front and center, really for 40 years. Tell me about this day for Donald Trump.
Well, it's very exciting. It's, you know, I've spoken to you folks for a lot during our very successful primaries, oftentimes every single one. I was speaking to you in the morning, and so I'm a little bit superstitious. So when you said, please call, I said, I'll call. But I won many primaries speaking to you first thing in the morning, so I'm going to keep that string going. But it's been an amazing process. You know, it's been about 17 or 18 months since I first, you know, really came up with it. And actually June 16th of, you know, it's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a beautiful process. The people of this country are incredible. I've been all over the country, met the people at every level. I've met the people at every level, and they are amazing. So that's and that's really the thing. I think if people say, what have you learned? That's what I've learned. The people of this country are amazing.
Ivanka said last night to Sean Hannity, it's changed you. Do you agree? And if so, how would you build on that? In what way?
Well, I think it has changed me because I see, you know, so many hopes and so many dreams out there that didn't happen, that could have happened with leadership, with proper leadership. And people are hurt so badly. You look at the veterans, they've been hurt so badly. They're great people. There are great people, and they've been hurt so badly, and they're being taken care of so badly.
Mm-hmm.
People that want to see a doctor, and they wait in line for 9 days. And, you know, it's very sad. And at the same time, our country has such tremendous potential. It's like you wouldn't believe it. So it's really
Mm-hmm.
something special. I went last night. I ended up with my final speech. We started at, well, you guys covered it, but started at 12:45 in the evening.
Wow.
And we had probably 21,000 people. Can you imagine that?
And you're up this
21,000
early.
people. And I'm up this early. Well, I had no choice because I'm doing you folks, right? So
well, we appreciate that. Yeah, we appreciate you always interviewing with us. We've always asked Hillary Clinton to do the same thing. Every time we ask you, we ask her, and we appreciate you being with us in the morning.
She's apparently busy.
So many of your voters are watching and watch Fox. Back in June of 2015, about a year and a half ago, that's when you made the announcement right over here about a block away. You walked down this escalator in Trump Tower with your wife. When you see that video, so much has changed. You've experienced a lot of ups and downs. What do you think about?
Well, it just seems like a very long time ago. It was a very incredible day. I talked about trade. I talked about illegal immigration. I took a little heat for bringing up the illegal immigration, but in the end, it was the right thing to do because it became a main focus of certainly the primaries and I think to a large extent what we just went through with Hillary Clinton. And we have to do it. We have to have borders. We have to let people in, but we have to let them in through a legal process. We have to let them in legally, and that's what's going to happen. And I think we made trade a very important issue also because our country is being absolutely drained of its wealth by bad trade deals, and we're not going to have bad trade deals anymore. We're going to lose $800 billion this year on trade.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you almost say, well, they talk about how important trade is. Well, trade's important, but when you lose $800 billion, you're just sapping your wealth. So, you know, those two subjects were right at front and center when I did that on June 16th, and now, lo and behold, they're still right up there.
They are
very
indeed.
Important subjects.
Along
with Obamacare.
I was going to mention the Affordable Care Act,
yeah,
which
we
you've
have
been
to
hammering.
terminate. We have to terminate it. We have to repeal it and replace it. It's horrible. It's driving people out of business, and I mean, people can't afford it. First of all, people can't afford it. Second of all, it's no good. It doesn't work.
I've heard you say that on the stump. All right, Mr. Trump, a little less than 12 hours from right now, the first polls are going to be closing. What states in particular are you going to watch for, and how they determine the balance of your night?
Well, I think we've been doing very well in a lot of states that, you know, I was hoping to do well in. I mean, we're doing very well in North Carolina. I think we're doing very, very well in Florida.
Those are the two most important early states, aren't they?
Excuse me?
Those are the two most important early states, Florida and North Carolina.
Well, I think they're very important. I think we're doing well there. We're doing very well in New Hampshire. Ohio is incredible. It's just a great place. These are the people are just amazing in this country. Ohio, we're doing incredibly in. We're going to win Iowa. Iowa, likewise, just we've had such great experience there, and I think we're going to win Iowa and Ohio and New Hampshire. We're going to win a lot of states. I mean, who knows what happens ultimately, but we're going to win. I think one that's going to be interesting is Michigan, because it's not a state that's gone Republican for many decades. And I spent a lot of time there, and the people are incredible. Their car business has been ripped out. Car production has been ripped out of that state and gone to Mexico and other places. I think we're going to do well in I think we're really going to do well in Michigan. And I will tell you, we're getting very good reports out of Wisconsin. Wisconsin's incredible, and we're getting great reports. I noticed that you have some folks interviewing people, and they just seem to say Trump, Trump, Trump. I say, wait a minute, I want to watch that again. I love it.
We had Heather in Wauwatosa.
That's right. Heather was there, and Abby was there, and everybody's saying Trump, and I say, good. In fact, I think I'm going to watch it a second time.
You know what? I think you're going to do really well in New England after, and this is from Brian's World of Sports, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady yesterday endorsed you.
Well, they were so great. They're friends of mine, and they're great people. They're great champions. But, you know, above being champions, they're incredible people. And I got a call from Tom yesterday, just as a friend of mine, and he said, hey, I'm voting for you, man, and I'm with you. And I said, you mind if I announce that? He said, nope, you can announce it. I said, great. So I did it last night, of course, in New Hampshire, where, you know, they're so respected. They're respected all over the country. And then I got a letter from Bill. It was such a beautiful letter. I said, do you mind if I read this letter tomorrow night in, you know, New Hampshire, meeting last night? And he said, not at all. You go ahead and read it. And the place went crazy. I mean, they love these two people because just, you know, there's something about winning that's awfully nice, and our country doesn't win anymore, and we're going to start winning again.
You know, I asked this to Governor Huckabee. What is it like on your plane as you're about to do events? You monitor other channels and see what your opponent's doing, and it's hard not to see, while you're getting huge crowds on your own, there's Bon Jovi, there's a president, there's a first lady, there's the former president Bill Clinton, there's Lady Gaga, all coming out to fill up the square in Philadelphia. Does that get intimidating to you?
No, because she can't fill up, you know, the rooms. I mean, she was getting very poor crowds, and then all of a sudden she got these people. And, you know, in the case of Jay-Z, the language he used was terrible. And, you know, she talks about me. And the language was unbelievable that Jay-Z and Beyonce used. And, you know, frankly, a lot of people left, and they left because of the language. And then they left when the performance was done, and there weren't too many people in the room. She would have been better off not having them. But she, you know, she uses that. I could do that too, but I'm filling up rooms just on the basis of what I'm saying. I mean, I don't need anybody to fill up the room. We fill up. Last night we had 28,000 people at 1:30 or 1 o'clock, practically 1 o'clock in the morning. 28,000 people.
It's amazing.
In Michigan, and we had, by the way, we had 22,000 people in New Hampshire, the big arena. It was incredible last night, and. You know, I will say I have the best surrogates. I have my kids. I have my family.
Right.
You know, Don, Ivanka, Eric, Tiffany, all of them. They go around. They make speeches. I mean, they are better than the people that you just said.
If you run again, Barron's going to have to be on the clock. He can't stay shy.
He's coming along beautifully.
Even Hillary Clinton said that your family was your best attribute. Anyway. Closing argument, because this is your last day. So if you had your day in court, you know, the jury, before they go back to make a decision, both of the attorneys can make their closing argument. What is yours today?
Well, I have a lot of things to say. We have to build up our military as depleted. We have to take care of our vets. We have to make strong borders. We have to make great trade deals. And we have to terminate Obamacare. Have to terminate it. We're going to come up with great health care at a fraction of the cost. Much better and much less expensive. Save our Second Amendment and remember the Supreme Court.
You said many times, if I don't win, this is a total waste of time. Here we are, Election Day. We don't know who's going to win. Is that still how you feel?
Well, you know, I've been given a lot of credit for having done this because I went through 17 great professionals and, you know, very top people, and I've been given a lot of credit, and they said, whether you win or lose, it doesn't matter. This will talk, because there's never been a movement like this. Even your friend Bill O'Reilly said it's the greatest political phenomena in his lifetime. There's never been a movement. So they said, no, even if you don't win. I said, let me tell you, if I don't win, I will consider it a tremendous waste of time, energy, and money. I'm going to be,
Sure.
I will have spent over $100 million on my own campaign, meaning I don't have to take, tremendous, I don't have to take the money from all the fat cats that are going to tell you what to do. I think it's a big asset. It doesn't get talked about much, but
Yeah.
So you feel that way?
I think it's a tremendous asset. But no, I will consider it. I will not consider it great if I don't win.